Again, 27 degrees, and we're going to start today off with a guest who is joining me on the phone. We're talking with Becki Cooper, actually, and she is with the Avant-Garde Shows, and we're going to talk a little bit about that, and, of course, a little bit about entrepreneurs and all kinds of neat stuff. And Becki, are you there?
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Oh, it's great to have you. I'm sorry you didn't get you on sooner because of the show. You got a big show coming up this weekend.
Yeah, we have a show actually in Rocky River at the Rocky River Memorial Hall this Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 5. Mm-hmm. And it'll feature nearly 100 handmade artists and crafters.
Now, this is kind of a neat thing in that, and what happens is you guys work, it basically gives people who do a lot of home-based type businesses and things, entrepreneurs with product, a place to show off their goods and then make some sales. So,
yeah.
How did that... Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm going with you. Go ahead.
Okay. I actually started off as a crafter myself back in the day, and I would attend these events, and I noticed I kind of wanted to create a different type of show. My show is more like Pinterest and Etsy-type vendors, which is kind of the newest trend that you're seeing even with, like, social media and things like that. And these shows, I started doing them, and then I decided to kind of launch my own show. Right. And from there, I actually was able to go full-time doing these shows, and I got so busy I wasn't actually able to do my own craft anymore. But it led me to start, like, kind of my own entrepreneurial journey to do the shows myself. And now I'm seeing that some of these artists and crafters are kind of starting to do that themselves, but their full-time entrepreneurial new job is selling their arts and crafts at these types of events. Right.
Now, you say you started out doing this. How long have you been doing this? Is it... Go ahead.
Yeah, I've officially been doing the shows now for over 3 years.
Wow.
I started them when I was 25, and they've really taken off. I've actually started, my first shows were on the west side with 45 vendors, and I put on 10 events all over Ohio and Solon and Rocky River and Akron and in Columbus, and I do 10 events a year, and we have anywhere, from 100 to 150 vendors and, thousands of people coming through the door. So it's really great to be able to kind of have these vendors that are looking to kind of launch their product and are looking for a place to do it, that they can sell directly within their actual communities. So it helps keep money local, too.
Well, one of the things I was wondering, Becki, is, we're talking about basically local people putting together different products that people can buy and come out and check out at your show. How do you find out about these people, and how do they get involved? Do they contact you? Do you contact them? How do you find out about all these entrepreneurs in the area?
Sure. So when I started, my background is PR and social media and account work and event planning. So I was definitely able to help get the word out by working with, like, local media. And I also would go to different shows, and I'd find them online. There was a lot of research. And then once the shows kind of got their own name, people started hearing about it. It was kind of organic, and so people were referring other people that grew other people. And eventually my vendor list of, just that I use, I have almost 2,000 vendors that are all local-based. There's a lot of talent. I mean, this area is very artsy, very crafty, and there's people that are looking, with the economy trying to make some extra money, and everybody wants, has a dream of owning their own business, and this allows some of these people to either do it full-time or do something part-time on their own, that they're able to kind of pursue a passion and have their own miniature business.
Mm-hmm. Now, Becki, you got a very good website for this, and people can kind of see. But what are some of the items that we're talking about when we're talking about these entrepreneur people displaying their things? What are some of the things people would see if they come out to the show?
Sure, there's all different types of things. I kind of try to find things that you wouldn't normally see at an art and craft show. I have one person that actually makes lawn art out of recycled glassware and dishes, and they fuse them together to make these beautiful flowers that you can put in your garden. I have another gentleman that makes rings out of recycled coins that are going to be going to the melting pot, but he hammers them out and makes them into jewelry you can wear. I have vintage brooch jewelry. I have people that have made pillows from upcycled fabrics. There's people that have made candles that are all hand-poured, jewelry from vintage brooches that's been recycled either into jewelry or hair adornments, children's onesies that are Cleveland-themed, cornhole boards, basically everything that you can think of, and there's definitely something for everybody.
Wow, very cool. Very cool. Now, again, you were saying the show's in Rocky River this weekend, and if people want to go, is there a admission charge and things like that?
Yeah, so it's $3 for admission, and children under 12 are free, and we're donating a portion of all the proceeds to local Cleveland charity called Project Night Night, which actually makes these care packages for children that are currently in transition that are homeless right now. So it's like helping these vendors to keep the money in the community, but you're also a portion of every sale of our tickets are going to be going to a local Northeast Ohio charity as well.
Very nice. Now, if someone's out there and maybe they're an entrepreneur who wants to get a hold of you and maybe get involved in one of your shows, is there a way they can do that?
Definitely. If you visit my website, it's www.avantgardeshows.com. You can contact me directly through there. And then all we ask is that when you contact us, you send over 3 to 4 photos of your work and let me know that you're interested, and then we'll go from there.
Ah, very nice. Now, for the vendors themselves that come out there, is there any charge for them to be in the show? Yeah, so each show is different. There is a table fee, but beyond the table fee, it's everything that you make, you keep. So, and it's pretty affordable and it's competitive. And once you decide what show you want to be in, we can send you over the list of the application that has all the information. And then you can decide, because we do, like I said, we do shows all year round, 10 different shows, so there's always openings, and many of them will take up to 100 vendors. Very, very cool. I was going to say, from the time you started till now, doing 10 shows a year when you're dealing with entrepreneurs and everything has got to be kind of time-consuming. Like you said, putting basically all your time into it. Is it hard to find places to put these shows on, or do you have a pretty regular list of places to go? It's definitely been time of perfecting what works best for the show, what has the most, foot traffic, where do people know. And over the course of 3 years, I've been refining where it should be. But I'm pretty confident that this year I finally have been able to find, my forever homes for these events, because it's finding a balance between what works within the budget to keep, it affordable for vendors that are trying to launch their own products and be able to sell enough, but also me being able to keep that cost low enough by finding a venue that will work with me. So I've been happy where I'm at. I've worked with some great vendors. I work with great, facilities and rental companies. And, I think this is the year. I'm confident about it. Very, very cool. Well, good for you and good for all the people that you work with, because this is a great chance for them to, like you said, display some of their works. Now, has there been anyone in particular that's maybe worked with you over the last few years that their business has really just taken off? Or are people, because I know that's going to happen at one of these shows one of these days. They're going to be showing something, and it'll be like the next big thing. No, definitely. I mean, I've had people that have gotten approached by local boutiques and stores to carry their products. I've had people that have sold out inventory and sold thousands of dollars of their inventory within a few days. I've had people that have landed on the news because they've had an innovative product and that their sales took off from there. So it's definitely a great platform for people who are looking to sell their product but don't necessarily have the means to pay for tons of advertising or don't have the background to really know how to, pitch a story to the media. This is a great way to get it in the community because there's a lot of support from people that want to buy local. Well, that's very, very cool, and I'm glad to see that you're giving these people these opportunities. And folks, this is a really cool show. I'd suggest you check out their website because you've got some great artwork on there and different things. You can see kind of a variety of the things that you'll see if you go to the show, or better yet, just go to the show this weekend, the 23rd and the 24th at the Rocky River Memorial Hall, and that's on Hilliard Boulevard in Rocky River. Get on out there and check it out. Just $3, you can't beat that. And you got a chance to walk home with some really unique, one-of-a-kind items, and check and help out some local people too that are kind of getting their businesses going. I think it's just a really cool thing. And Becki, is there anything you'd like to add before we wrap things up here today? Yeah, I definitely just want to tell people also to make sure to find us on Facebook. We're at Avant-Garde Art and Craft Shows, and we're on Twitter at Avant-Garde Shows. There you'll know we're constantly posting sneak peeks of what vendors are going to be at each show coming up, and you'll also be notified
of when the next show is, and it's just kind of neat because then you can kind of maybe plan what you're looking for, and also each of the vendors kind of shares snippets about who they are and what they do. So it's good to be able to put a personality with the product that you're buying. So definitely check us out on Facebook and on Twitter. Oh,
very, very cool. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to throw a link on my page for you for the show, and hopefully we get some people out there to Rocky River. That's just a short little drive away. Great way to spend a weekend is checking out all these great things. And Becki, I want to thank you for letting us know about this. This is really cool.
So thanks for letting me share. I really appreciate it.
All right. I'll tell you what, we're going to play a little music for you. We've got a break coming up in just a few moments. But Becki, hold on. I need to talk to you, too, because I think it's just wonderful.
Okay.
All right. Right now, Colin Ray, it's Little Red Rodeo on Gold Country 1320.